It is Thursday. I have a big doctor's appointment today that I'm getting ready for that is supposed to be the final determination on my status, which I think can only result in permanent disability. It's been over 2 years. I still have a serious limp. Physical therapy has not helped me, right? So, I just want to be released from the workers' comp system so that I can try and rebuild using my ballet skills, my dance skills, without interference. Because I think I would do a better job of rehabilitating my leg, despite the fact that it has permanent nerve damage, if I wasn't constantly being sent to these ridiculous programs that are making me ill. One, I got sent to the hospital, and two, um, I ended up with a frozen thigh muscle on the left side for over 2 months, and I was throwing up every day. So, what they're giving me is not working, right? But I have been very physically active throughout my entire life. And the job I was doing was actually very physical. I was walking the hills of LA. I was walking the hills of Glendale. I was walking the hills of Laguna Beach. Um, that's why my legs are still so thin. That's why my butt is still so tight. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I answered Foodie's troll attack on me on Tuesday by wearing shorts to the karaoke bar to show off what my legs look like. But I also, in that video, have documented evidence of how difficult it is for me to walk, right? I still do it though. Like, I'm not, I definitely take days off. I stay at home. I don't do sealing. I'm not sealing, Chantel. That's why I haven't put on any weight. In fact, I've lost some weight. But that's mostly because sometimes I go into pain cycles that make it impossible for me to eat. Um, I had the pleasure of sitting in on House of Hamilton's panel last night, so you can go check out his panel. And I was a part of it with MASH and Rose Thorn Reacts and Inferno. So that was very interesting. It was a good conversation. It got a bit killed when somebody was saying that MASH was um, faking her injury because she has recently had brain surgery and came out of it with a bit of a stutter. And that's just horrifying that somebody in the chat destroyed the panel by putting something down that was so unnecessary, untrue, and hurtful to one of the panelists. So we actually had to conclude a little bit early, even though there were additional topics we wanted to discuss. But anyway, this morning I woke up about 5. I woke up around 5 and I just started my day. So right now I'm eating some fresh fruit. I've got some watermelon, and some grapes. I thought I bought pineapple, but I think I might have accidentally thrown it away when I was cleaning out my fridge. Because I don't see it in there, and I've like cleaned out almost everything out of my fridge, but whatever. So, anyway, Foodie Beauty went live, I guess, last night with a 4 minute, 20-second walk. Yaba timed it out this morning on um, her channel. She walked 4 minutes and 20 seconds before she had to sit down. And then somebody in her chat informed her that Amber Lynn just went live. So I'm sure she lost viewership right in that moment. Because Amber Lynn is more interesting right now. She is. But the other thing is, 40-year-old woman. I'm sorry. I'm not going to fucking cry for you when you're dressing like you're ready for a Canadian winter and trying to walk around in the heat. What the fuck are you wearing sweaters for? You know? Why are you wearing sweaters? I would imagine, okay, if I was Muslim, I would get a long, flowy, sort of white dress. I would have white undergarments that were cotton. Okay, everything cotton. And I would cover the headdress, all that, with white. Because it's fucking summer, Chantel. Why are you out there in a fucking sweater complaining that you're hot? This is your own goddamn fault. Why would anybody pity you for the bullshit that you're doing right now? Why would anybody have any pity for you at this point? And yeah, the dick pics are still being talked about. I don't particularly care. I don't think that they're in an actual romantic relationship anyway. Whether he had a sports injury as a child, whether it got slammed in a car door, as Yaba suggested, I haven't seen it, and I don't care to. It's not my business what his junk in the trunk there is. Um, and he obviously is okay with the relationship that he has with Chantel. Um, whether that be a business financial relationship or not. But the dynamic that was going on in that live stream was a battle of control. Chantel not wanting to walk any further and stomping her foot on the ground for that and saying, no, we're going back to the car. Okay. He's trying to build up her endurance so they can travel. He's obviously younger than her and wants to be able to do things. And she can't do things, right? Because she's unwilling to actually even walk laps up and down the hall in her apartment to try and build up some endurance. She's unwilling to do anything. She's a lazy piece of shit. And he's trying to encourage her because he has some sort of promise that he's going to get a vacation, right? And he wants to make sure that this vacation is fun for him and that she's not going to hold him back. That he's not just going to be caretaker the whole goddamn time, right? So after they do their little walking adventure, which was 420 there and 420 back, and there was clearly contentiousness between them. She was not happy with this situation. Girl, dress appropriately for the weather and stop whining. What the fuck are you wearing sweaters in summer for? Mm-mm-mm. So they go to some sort of little cafe where they can get some things, and he cuts her off. He let her get her little sugary coffee drink, but cut her off before she tried to order like a pastry with it. I don't blame you, bud. Don't blame you. You do have plenty of food at home, and she should be cooking more in the kitchen. She should be getting off her fat ass and actually doing something for herself. You know, it's very difficult for me because I am disabled, but I do cook. I cook for myself. And when I do order out, my order out ends up being a 2-day experience. It's not just, bam, I'm going to eat all of this in one sitting. No, it's, I have this food now for 2 days. So, for example, I did a Chinese mukbang for PF Chang food yesterday. Lettuce wraps. It was actually, I looked at the information. It was crab rangoons is what I was eating. They were not lobster. But they basically shred up the meat and mix it with cream cheese. So it's a little undiscernible. Anyways, crab rangoons. And I had egg drop soup, right? I still have some left over. I'm going to have it for lunch. Like, I had some for dinner. I'm going to have some for lunch. She can't save food. She has to, whatever she's looking at, she has to consume all of it. This is something that she needs to go to therapy over, because most people would stop eating when they're full, right? except for Foodie Beauty. Mm-mm-mm. Nope, that girlfriend, she needs to eat everything she sees. Period. I've been clearing out my refrigerator, and some of the stuff in there is so old. Some of the stuff in there is even from when my son was living with me, and I just didn't want to deal with it because he bought all these pickles. He bought tons and tons of Vlasic pickles, and I don't like that brand. Really don't like that brand. So I've been slowly draining out the jars, throwing away like I've tried to divide things up so that I can manage the weight as I carry it down to the bins. And going through everything, I realized that my fridge is quite empty. I have some grapes, I have some watermelon, I have some vegetables that are still good, but I don't have any proteins right now, and I don't know that I really want any because I don't know that I can get to them. I don't know that I can get to them in time, right? And so, because my appetite has been so variable, if you will, I don't know what's going on there. I should have turned the sound off, but whatever. Um, I have a hard time trying to figure out what to put on my actual grocery list because I can't guarantee I can eat it, right? So it needs to have a far out expiration date, and um, it needs to be something that I can eat in my own time, like the watermelon and the grapes. I think I accidentally threw away my pineapple. It kills me because I know I bought some. I haven't done the lowest level yet. Like, I've handled all the other upper shelves, except for it's taking me some time to get through those pickle jars. I also have a really old stuffed pimento olives, green olives, that looks like crap. It's probably done. I only had a few out of it, but it was like infused with garlic and jalapeno. They were good. I just like, I can't, me versus Foodie Beauty. I look at something like that and I'm like, I'll try one. She's like, I'm gonna fucking finish the goddamn fucking jar. I just like to have a taste sensation and move on with my day. Period. You know? But anyway, if you missed it, check out House of Hannibal. The live stream last night. I was most fortunately allowed to sit on the panel for that. And we discussed Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn. So he covers Lisa Richards and Denise first. but then he gets into Foodie Beauty and Sean and Amberlynn. I thought it was spectacular until somebody killed the stream by being insulting to Mash, but other than that, it was a great conversation. Check it out.